yesterday was like a 12-hour day, and I got home and I got 2 hours of work done. And that 2 hours of work actually looks pretty good. So I got my barge board on, this piece on, and if you see, here, let's take a look out here. Those are my outlook boards. So I've got a foot that will be hanging off of the side of the building. So a foot of soffitting out on each side. I've got 3 feet of soffitting, effectively, hanging out on the front side. And then on the high side of the roof, right here, I've got 2 feet. Instead of talking to the camera today, I'm just gonna let Katie speed up all of my work when she does the editing, and I'm just gonna relax and work. Because you can do that at the same time. You can relax and work. So that's what I'm gonna do. So theoretically, this is a jig that I've already made. That's how I got those 2 boards up there. And because I messed up a little bit on the far wall, I know that the center of the far wall is probably between 1/8 and 1/4 inch out, which, you know, bad me. But it's a long wall. It won't be noticed in a large room. Siding will cover it up. It'd be a lot of work to fix, but is it worth even dealing with? Because you would never be able to notice it. So, but the problem is, while I'm cutting bird mouths out of my trusses, I have to extend my bird mouths a little bit. So I actually have to cut them uniquely for every single truss, theoretically. I know that I can get 2 trusses on with this jig, with my bird mouth cuts, but I also know that this jig is good for the entirety of the roof as far as my end cuts go, because my roof's on a slope like this, and I've got my end cuts vertical on the bottom, rather than being like this, as if you were to just take a board and put it on its edge like that. So, and they're to length perfectly. So I can use this jig for all of my boards, minus my bird mouth cuts. But I'm going to use this board for my bird mouth cuts on 2, and that sounds confusing, but I know that they will still work for 2. So, enough about that.
What do you know? We're fighting the rain again.
Not really. We're winning.
Well, yeah, we're winning with this tarp, but yeah, it's starting to rain, so work is gonna stop. I'm going to catch up on some editing. Our batteries are totally dead, and life is good.
And all of a sudden, Starlink doesn't work at all.
Good morning, everyone. We're here under the blue roof, and we're gonna get started for the weekend. Our goals are to get all the blocking in between those things,
Trusses.
the trusses, and then rim joists
Fascia board.
Fascia
In
board.
this case, which is the same thing.
and sheeting.
And sheeting and blocking between our spans as well.
One thing we wanted to let you guys know, we have started a Patreon account, so you can go, the link is in the description if you want to go and support us there. We will be doing early release of the videos. There's going to be more pictures, there's going to be chat, live streams if we get super big and we need to do separate live streams, they'll be a bit more
When
intimate.
we get super big.
And
Thanks to you guys.
yeah. So yeah, if you're not familiar with Patreon, it is a way that you can subscribe to us for a monthly fee, and there's different levels, and you get VIP insider access, and it's just a nicer way to connect with us. So yeah, check the link in the description if you wanted to support us on Patreon.
So now I've put this beautiful $50 tarp up for one night where we were supposed to get a ton of rain and we only got a little bit. I'm going to take it off, and unfortunately there are holes all over the tarp because I had to get this watertight.
Yeah.
Anyway, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. At least it's not super wet in here. It's a little bit wet. There's a couple little drips that came through. We're going to rip this thing off, but not right now. I'm going to let the sun dry it off a little bit when the sun comes out. And we're going to do blocking underneath it for now. So we're going to get to it.
What is that? Those your birds? Are you watching your birds? I'm making Greg sheet the roof before he finishes that last fascia board because it is super sketchy and he's just stretched out over nothing, and I don't want him to get hurt, so he's gonna put on a few sheets of plywood before he finishes that. Sketchy, and he's heading over towards the high side of the house, so it's even sketchier.
I got it from here. Yep.
Hi.
Hey. Okay, this is a little more safe, but not totally safe at all. Still leaning off a fucking downsloping roof. Oh, sorry, leaning off a pooping downsloping roof. Did I shoot a bunch past that?
Nope. No, all went in.
Good, that was a bit blind.
There's nothing wrong with that. Trippy, yeah, we all lose track. I wouldn't mind it if I find it. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't have to be an acrobat. I wouldn't mind it. Should I find it? All my life it's been up and down, but always comes back to you. Didn't ask for any favors. It seems too late. Love is strong, but some things you don't want to pass on. Didn't ask for any favors. You don't know me the way that I know you. Tell me what you like. Please tell me what you like. There's nothing wrong with that. Trippy, yeah, we all lose track. I wouldn't mind it.
Sorry if this rang. Did you?
The sun is going down fast, so we are in a bit of a rush to try and get the sheeting on. It's supposed to start raining at midnight, so we want to be able to get the sheeting on and get the tarp back up. So countdown is on.
Father, please come to my rescue. I was caught up in your landscape. Please tell me, now what am I supposed to do? I was caught up in your landscape. You don't know me the way that I know you. Tell me what you like. Please tell me what you like. There's nothing wrong with that. Trippy, yeah, we all
It's another battle with the rain. We are up on the roof, and we need to get it waterproofed before the rains come again. So yeah, it's a mad dash. I'm gonna put the camera down and we're just gonna get to it. We are just a little bit short of the material that we need. So, I don't know, what are we gonna do? Put some plastic on it?
We have lots of other things. Oh, for this, we are going to get some poly and put it on the top temporarily with some roofing nails. Woo, 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 woo.
All right, we might be in luck. Greg had to cut a bunch off of the first roll because it had a factory defect. The plastic underneath was a bit bad, so it's difficult to work with. So hopefully it's enough.
We can make it work.
Nice, we can make it work.
See? We did it.